What's up, Saber fans? Wanted to give you a quick update on the Luke dual reveal that I'm working on. So I got the chassis here, and then I had to redo this section from the prototype because there was some misalignments. So uh, Also update, I got the new canoe for the control box. Um, right now, it's got like more of a creepy uncle style card in there because that's all I had in the garage at the time. But I do have this Magic of Myth mom card that's going to be uh, going going in here. But to kind of give you an update, so that canoe, the rails sit taller and a hair wider, and they're printed in rough aluminum. So if you look at the ledge, I don't have to paint it. It looks gray like the paint. Um, and so and it is still JB Weld gluing right now, but I made, I don't know if you're going to see this on camera, but I made these rails. I cut them from copper square tubes, basically, and then I laid them over the aluminum canoe. So I think it looks really nice. I like the shape and size of it compared to the stock version. So again, this is all crude right now. Just kind of put everything together, see how everything's fitting together so far. So I did use quite a bit of hot glue to put most of this together. But so I don't know if you can see again, but down in there, that's where the canoe, or I'm sorry, that's where the reveal board is going to sit down in there. And there's going to be then a screw that would go right there in the middle where I just temporarily hot glued for now. And then these two holes are for buttons, so you'll be using the clamp card as the buttons. The way I designed the reveal board is the buttons should be hidden in the black areas of the reveal board, so you really shouldn't see them when you're displaying the new reveal board. And then this just will slide in, and it uses just some electrical tape underneath there to create some resistance so it doesn't slide around. And man, I love the way this box looks. It is just like, look at that. It's coming along way, way nicely. So it's not, I didn't tap the hole yet. I still got to tap the hole. I have a little marker there where it's supposed to go, but so yeah. And then this section of the body, because I don't have a lathe, I couldn't cut back the threads to make the dual reveal, the twist locks that I want. Sorry, something was beeping in the bedroom. I don't know what. Now I'm hearing weird noises outside. Sorry. So I had to make this piece out of aluminum pipe and then shove the chassis up in there, and then I still have to drill the holes and tap them. But that's where it's gonna sit, and I don't. I don't know if you can tell really from the video, but I think that's gonna look fan freaking tastic. It just sits higher up than the stock rails. They sit wider on the body. Um, the thickness on this, I don't know if I'm going to keep that or if I'm going to shave. I'm going to shave those rails back a little bit. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I kind of am liking it. I think I think it just I think it looks nice. I don't know if it's the yellow brass look from the card that's throwing me off with the copper rails. I don't know if maybe the copper from the mom card will look better, but yeah. Oh, that's what I didn't want to happen. Um, I need to get some like double-sided sticky tape or something, um, which I don't have. So I just have to hold it for now. But yeah, so it's looking pretty sick. I just didn't like how small the box was looking, the stock box with the LDM kits. Um, but yeah, so sorry, I'm trying to give you like as many different angles as I can while still trying to hold it in place. So now let me show you. So this will sit. I have to update the taps. I used small taps, but now the new taps are going to be the same size as the ones Rudy Pando uses. So that's really right where they're going to sit as far as the reveals. So you've got the OLED screen that's going to display right there. You've got the crystal chamber. Get that back in the right spot. Yeah, right about there. Yeah, right about there. So, yeah, this thing is looking pretty. Sorry, I'm a little excited, but yeah, like look at that. It's gonna look gorgeous. Um, and the brass core, the inner brass core of the chamber here is coming. They're still making it. There was a little bit of issue with the wire tunnels in the tubes. I guess they were just a hair too small. I had measured them at 1.3 millimeters. So then I re-measured them and I was able to get 1.8, which, here's the wire I used. So here's the thicker, I forget what gauge it is. I think it's like 28 gauge or something for the power and negative cables. So yeah, I measured it to try and have these slide through there. And then it's going to have one of these little greeblies that'll spin around the top of the crystal. Again, originally I wanted I wanted you to be able to pull the crystal in and out. But with these, the way I had it designed was magnet connectors. I just felt that you'd lose. Yeah, I mean, could I make this smaller and not lose so much aesthetics? Maybe in the future I'll work on that, but I just think that for an install like this, it's Luke Skywalker, right? You don't need to have like different character crystals. So, and then yeah, once I accomplish this, because I already know this would work in the V2 and the V3, depending how many orders I get for this, I might have funds freed up, and I'll be able to do Obi-Wan episode 3 with a dual reveal twist lock like this, and even the Kenobi show one, because I'm redesigning a whole bunch of pieces of it to fit this chassis. So yeah, it's gonna be epic. So Stay tuned. Man, I'm loving this. Oh. And then so I got these springs. Um they work to a certain point. If I leave them at the best size I could find, um, this doesn't quite sit in the socket as perfectly as I want it to. Same up here, I think. So I might have to cut them down a little bit, take out some of the space that it takes up because that's a good chunk of space, back there and up there. The other part I'm worried about is doing it up here. Obviously, you won't be able to then do the stock connectors, right? You would just have to run a straight wire to the emitter then at that point, right? Because why would you need to take this off? But I'm nervous that it could pinch pinch the wires, so I might have to scrap the you know spring twist open action. Um, oh, and then lastly, so battery access right there, but yeah, I got as close as I could get to the end here while also trying to keep this from being wiggling too much and leaving enough space back there to keep it secure. So it was a delicate balance. And unfortunately, I don't want to sacrifice too much wiggle and play here by pulling the channel back so this can come down farther and you can pull out the battery that way. So unfortunately, to uh, interchange the battery, you're going to have to unthread the booster from the chassis, slide it off, and then you'd be able to pop the battery on and off. So yeah, and then technically speaking, on the bottom of the chassis here, when you pull out the speaker pod, which I think where did I? No, I had it here somewhere. Oh, speaker pod. Yeah. So the speaker pod is going to sit in this little aluminum housing, and then these two little bracket there, they follow the right channel, and then it's going to be held on by magnets, the speaker pod. So basically like that. And that's for the stock connectors. So once you do that, then you'll have access to the kill switch under here. You'll have access to the Profi board. So yeah, I am super excited. The only downside is a lot of this is like a lot of handmade work, which is very time consuming. But I had to make this section. I had to shade. So when these 3D printed parts come in, they never fully come to the exact accuracy of sizing that you need. And in order to get this shiny look to it, you have to add some material, because then when you shave it down and you buff it down, you lose some of the material. And I don't want a lot of wiggle play in this. I want it to be as kind of solid feeling as possible. Oops. So it is a delicate balance between getting that all dialed in correctly, and then yeah, basically almost reworking this entire control box, shaving down the threads here, and then filling the lip in with extra aluminum pipe here, so then when it fits in there in that socket, it's a tight feel. So a lot of work. Not complaining or anything. I'm just more so like, look at that, like, oh, just perfection. And then, which I'll have to grease it a little bit so that because you got a lot of metal on metal. But so yeah, it's coming along, and as soon as I finish this and do a full demo, I'm going to be listing a commission listing for this build on my Etsy shop. So anybody wants this exact build, they can order it through me. And then I'm also going to have the option there for you to order this setup in the other character hilts. So the V2, the V3 for Luke, and then the Obi-Wan thin necks. I'm pretty sure that I can pull this off in a lot of other characters, like the Luke Graflex. It shouldn't be a problem. The Vader Graflex. So I'm gonna put those characters on the listing if you want to order it without, seeing a finished one. That's up to you. But I will definitely be able to getting to work on it. And if nobody does order those characters, eventually, I will be ordering them and getting the prototypes all set up and done. So either way, it's going to happen. It's going to happen for sure. And then on the extended blade emitter caps, I found a way to offer different lengths of the extensions. So, you could get a 1/2 inch extension, you could get a full inch or 1.5 inches if you want. You just have to place the order at my shop, and I'll be able to do that. But yeah, I just sorry, I'm just totally like fanboying right now, and I can't get over how nice this is looking, this is feeling in my hands. It feels incredible, just incredible. It feels right. It just feels right. Maybe it's not 100% movie accurate, but it's damn near close, and it might even kind of feel almost look and similar feeling to some of what you see in the Star Wars comics with Luke. Like sometimes the shape of the edges here, the box, it's just almost feeling like it fits in potentially multiple different ways. So yeah, man, good stuff, cool stuff. And then lastly, so the order is going to include the Saber Bay Quantum, the brand new Quantum blades that they just launched, and you can order it with a photon green blade. So, or if you want the full dark green, you can too. It doesn't matter to me. But I will be ordering the photon so I can use that for when I display the finished build. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. May the force be with you.